Hey, artsy friends, welcome to my Shorty Art Journal series. I am taking a half size composition notebook and I have no rules for this one. So I'm just kind of opening up and starting a page. So this is the third page spread. I was going to do just like one side at a time. But after I finished this side and started on the next, I was so conscientious about making sure that I used a similar color scheme or that it wasn't going to clash that I think from this point on, I will probably just do 2 page spreads so that I'm not distracted by that, you know? So anyway, also, I just started with this series, started doing something new. And so far, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about making art journal recipe cards. So I work very intuitively, but I can kind of go back and deconstruct each step that I took so that if you're new to art journaling or just kind of maybe in a slump and you're just like, I want something to follow, some kind of step by step instructions to get me going, I thought, it's just like learning to cook, right? So you've got your ingredients, your tools, your mediums that you're using, and then some directions. So I hope that that's helpful. I know when I'm doing something new that I don't feel super confident about, I really like just having that guidance. So I use cooking as an example because for years I hated to cook, and so I finally am to the point where I can actually use my creativity and intuition with cooking, and I'm starting to like it. I used to hate it. I started by stopping. I stopped stating how much I hated it, and then I started to have a better attitude about it. And okay, anyway, I am going way off topic. So let me get back to what I'm doing here. So I'm writing a little quote. It's funny, sometimes I go on Pinterest or Facebook or wherever and look for some quote that just kind of resonates with me at the time. And this was like the first thing I saw. Think happy, be happy. I don't even know if that was exactly it, but it was just along the lines of like, yes, how we choose to think about things is often the most influential determination of how we feel. So if we think happy thoughts, we're going to be a lot more happy. So I just use a glue stick to adhere my little phrase on there. And so far, you can see that I have just smeared some paint on, and I've been doodling with some Posca, and then I'm using scrap paper to write my quote. And now I'm smushing some old glitter glue just to make it sparkly. I always like a little bit of dimension on my pages, or shine or shimmer or something where you can look at it from different angles and kind of get a little bit different effect. Yeah. But I definitely thought it needed some contrast. So I got my black marker out because you can always add contrast with black or white. This one just felt like it needed black. And then I got that big glob of black when I tried to like prime the marker right on the page. But then it kind of had like a cool drippy effect. So I mimicked that in some of the other lines. So yeah, now I'm just adding little accents around the quote and some little arches. Ta-da. So just doodling. Isn't it happy? So the little piece of paper that I was priming the marker on, I am just smearing that on the other page, and those little blue marks too came off of my hand. So I thought, okay, well, when you have like extra marker or paint or whatever, sometimes it's fun to just smear it on another page that you're going to work on in the future, because then it kind of starts the page. Okay, so I was using the blunt side of a paintbrush to dip in the extra black marker paint, which a Posca marker is just acrylic paint in pen form. So I'm just using that to kind of make little swirls, and I even intentionally made another big blob just to kind of, continue my little technique. And then now I'm going to do it on the other page so that I can go around all my swirls, make them all really swirly. All right, so now I'm thinking we need some bright pink. And so I'm going to actually paint with a paintbrush. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. So yeah, I think it's fun in art journaling to just vary your technique and your style. I saw on our Facebook group recently someone asking for maybe like, is there a video or something that just helps kind of guide you on how to discover your own style. So I've been really thinking about that, and I have some ideas, but I'm going to save them because I think I might do a video about that because I have a lot of ideas about creativity and personal style and how you go about kind of figuring out what yours is. So that's a little teaser, I guess. More to come. Okay, I use these glue bottles with my neon paint if I want to use a little tip to kind of turn them into marker, but a lot of times they get really globby. So I just put a little bit of water in there and shook it up so that now as I write, it's going to be a little more fluid. And I am outlining my Think Happy, Be Happy with this glow paint. And the last composition art journal that I did was almost entirely with some kind of glow paint on every page. So if you haven't watched my videos, you can go back and check that out. It's just kind of fun. So I'm not committed to doing that in this journal, but I'm very drawn to the bright neon colors. So I'm going to continue to use them whenever I feel like it. Okay, so this side of the page is feeling kind of done. I like it. Think happy, be happy. And then I've got this kind of mess on the other side. Here, I'll just show you one half. Ta-da! If you can see the reflection, it's shimmery. Turn the light on. Ooh, pretty. So you can see when you zoom into any of my pages, you will not see perfection. Okay, so like I said, I initially was going to approach these two pages as two separate pages, but yeah. So I'm starting that way, but I'm really quickly going, wait, what's on the other side? Oh, is this going to balance? Is this going to look good? So I'm using a lot of the same colors and a lot of my neon colors that I like. Okay, as you can see, my stencil didn't quite work with filling it in with a Posca marker. It kind of got blobby, and then I tried to do like a reverse stenciling. Didn't really work. I like to occasionally leave in some steps that I decided against. Okay, I have had the song Sittin' on the Dock of the Bay, which I don't know why I wrote sitting. And I spelled dock like I would abbreviate doctor. But Sitting on the Dock of the Bay has been playing in my head for like a month. So I had to put it in my art journal. The funny thing is after I put it in my art journal, it kind of dissipated being stuck in my head. Okay, here's where I have to tell you a funny story because I am re-recording from this point forward for the rest of the video because the first time I did my voiceover, I pulled up the karaoke version of Sittin' on the Dock of the Bay and sang to you. And I recorded it and I saved it and I uploaded it, and then YouTube said, nope, you can't do that. Oh, man. I was hoping that, I could serenade you and, get that song out into the world again. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, I've been wandering around my house for weeks and weeks and maybe months saying, sitting in the morning sun. But that's all I can give you because otherwise the YouTube police might tell me I can't sing it anymore. Wah. All right, well, I added the K to dock, but I can't really do anything about sitting, so it is just, the formal version of sitting on the dock of the bay. Just adding a little bit of glitter to finish it off, and that's the end of my page. Again, there is a link down below to the recipe, so that's just if you are just feeling stuck or maybe kind of new, and it's helpful to just kind of, what do I do next? What do I do next? So I'm going to try to do that in this series, and hopefully it's helpful. So think happy thoughts, be happy, and sing a happy tune. I hope that you're inspired and that you'll come back and hang out with me again, and that you'll go make some art and have a very blessed day.